Welcome back, guys. So this van right here, it's not really junk to be driven, but second issue, 2017 Honda Odyssey. Let me know if you guys have had this problem, if you guys own a van like this. I guess man van. Anyways, see the RPMs bogging down. There was a check engine light on my way home from dropping my son off at preschool. There it is. You see that? See that sign right there? Failed FCW system. Second time I've had this problem with this van. Alright, so pulling it into the garage, no power. Feels like I'm running on 2 cylinders. Like I said, this is the car that gets my kids back and forth, practices, school, or wherever we need to go. This van's supposed to be doing its job, and right now it's failed twice. So on 2017 Honda Odyssey's hood popper. Come over here, latch, motor. Yeah, tiny room in these newer Hondas. So you can either latch it here, where the arrows, saying to latch it for any maintenance. We're gonna go up a few. Right there, fits perfect. Now this van, I think, has 69,000 miles or so. And like I said, this is the second time this has happened to me, and it happened, I believe, at 65. Now, I didn't buy these expensive, $20 or $25 each spark plugs. I think I paid about $6 each, and I think why this issue happened again. 1, because I was being cheap on the spark plugs, but 2, I kind of knew it was going to happen again, and 3, there's this thing called the VCM muzzler, and I have not yet purchased it yet, and I am kicking myself now because this is the same thing that's happened again, and something that I said I was going to buy and I didn't buy, and right now we're dealing with it. So on most of these Hondas, it has this big old fancy plastic piece. Flathead will turn these over, half turn over, pop right up. These are the 2 tabs that you just turned. These are the 2 tabs that will go in here, as you can see right there. The black, see that black piece? There's 1 and there's 2. Sometimes they get stuck with this, so be careful when you take this back off. It does not fall into the engine bay. Or you're gonna have to either find it while it's hot or look for it when it's cold. But this is what this motor looks like with this big plastic piece off it. Alright, so to get to these spark plugs here, I'm going to do a demonstration slightly. I'm not going to take it off yet, but since we're working back here, engine hot, I got to hurry up because my son gets out of preschool off around 11:30, so I got to be there before that. $10mm bolt. There's 2 tabs on there. Try to get the best I can on here. 2 tabs. Right. Oh no, this tab right here. That tab right here. Push in, pull out, but be very careful because these can break. Simple as that. Boom. It's in now. Like I said, 10mm. This coil pack will come right out. But since we're back here, a little bit more difficult. All right, so what I'm doing here to get back here, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 10 millimeter, 1/4 inch, 3 inch. It's a little bit difficult to get back here. I've already put my finger down here, so I kind of already know where it's at. And I'll do too. I'll take this back off. Do it by hand now. Don't want to lose that bolt. Bolt right here. There's not that much room to play with around here. It's very limited. I don't know if you can see that. Got it off. Coil pack coming out. Be kind of careful. There is I believe it's the AC line that's right in front of it. This one right here sits opposite of the front, so it's sitting like this. How I pulled it halfway up, turned it, wiggled it, popped it out. All right, so what I got right here, I'm gonna use 3-inch 3/8 extensions. I'll show you why in a second. 5/8 spark plug socket. One reason I'm using these two first, back there's no room. I'm gonna put this in exactly like so. And since I'm not tall enough back here still, then I'll add this one in. And then this. Now when I take it out, I'm gonna pull it up a slightly little bit. Since spark plug will be coming out again, you gotta think of how tall that spark plug is. I'm gonna take this off and then I'll pull it out. It's loose. Taking this back out. Doing it by hand. Like I said, guys, the motor's still hot, so I guess if I had a swivel, I mean, I do have a swivel, but I believe that doing it this way is a little bit more easier than the swivel. I believe it's all the way loose, so I just took one of these off, 3-inch extension, I'm pulling it out. Okay, this right here is from close to the firewall. I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember. Close to the firewall. The one in the middle. Now, I can't remember how many months. It's probably been about 4 months, I believe, or so. All right, guys. The spark plug right here. See that one? Pretty bad, huh? So this one right here came out. This cylinder, firewall. Sat just like this. This one, it's a little bit, these lines right here are in the way, but this actually pulled all the way out. No problems. New one going in. Same way, guys, same way. Off, on. Find the hole. Lower it in. Hand tight. Off, guys. Done. One more left, almost. Like I said, this one right here, put it in, boom, 10 millimeter bolt. If you can't get the bolt on there because you can't feel the threads, that means this thing's not all the way down yet. All right, guys. This cylinder here, close to the firewall, the very last one, close to the battery side. I think it's probably the worst one to get to. I swapped it from using this socket, 10 millimeter, to needing the 3-inch extension 1/4 inch and the 10 millimeter deep well socket, 1/4 inch also. Only because of the location and AC, heating, whatever this stuff is back here. Brand new going in, same as the other two. Find the hole. Remember, don't. double check to make sure that you have all your plugs back in with the connectors. I'm just double checking my work. And no tools here. Like I said, those two plastic pieces are in here to hold that big plastic piece to make the motor look all fancy. Well, maybe this is the hardest part to put on. Shit, I forgot. Okay, there it is. Flathead, flathead, flathead. Yeah, this is, spend more time putting this on than taking the spark plugs off. Alright, my flathead out. There it is. I said same quarter turns, or half turns. Be careful because you could break this plastic. Like I said, guys, tools I used 3/8, 3/8 extensions, 3 inches each, 5/16 socket for the spark plug. That holds the spark plug in there, that little plastic piece. You can see it. 1/4 inch drive, 1/4 inch extension, 3 inches, 10mm deep well socket, and also the 10mm short socket. Spark plugs, obviously. Anti-seize, you don't need to use it, but I use it. Flathead screwdriver. Alright, you guys just see me do the spark plugs, you know, somewhat fast on this 3.5 IV Tech VCM. I don't know what it is across my head, so this is on the internet, on Google. A variable cylinder management system, which allows the V6 engine to switch among 3, 4, and 6 cylinders to increase fuel economy, etc. So basically, when you see that VCM or whatever on the dash when you're driving, that's when it's switching. So what I think is going on is the 3 cylinders back here, I feel like they don't finish a full combustion. So when the spark is happening, or when whatever is supposed to happen in the cylinder, it's not finishing what it's supposed to do. So when it stops, it stops. And as you guys can see, spark plug here, foulage, and they say that when it stops, these cylinders back here stop and the front ones continue, and they will always continue, is how I see it. How I read about it on Google is that's how I'm understanding it. So there is no really issues in the front. And the first time this happened to me, I did take these all three out here and they were clean, and these are still the factory plugs in the front. Yeah, I should have replaced, all of them, but I didn't want to spend $30 to $25 for each plug. So that's why I got these ones, and that's why I had the extra 3 set, because I was going to do it if these were bad. But like I said, like how I read it, these 3 back here will stop. These 3 right here will keep going. And it kind of sucks because it's back there and it makes it harder for someone to actually do it. And I see why they want you to bring it in, because no one really wants to lay over the car and be doing this. But as you guys can see, I did that fairly quick. And the reason I did it fairly quick is, like I said, I've done it already once and I've already figured out my tools. I probably started around 9-ish. And if you guys could see that, it's 10:27. So I do got some time to get my son still. So hopefully, let's start it up. Hopefully I don't gotta take off the battery to actually reset this. So hopefully it's gonna reset itself, because I really don't feel like taking the battery off or unplugging it to reset it. Clear this, make sure you guys have everything cleared off before you start it so nothing gets sucked in or falling in. As you guys can hear my son, he's getting a little anxious. I want to put him inside the van and we'll start it up. All right, guys, not started up yet. Like I said, I haven't started it yet. So I believe what this said was the FCW system. You seen the engine blinking, and then you also seen the anti-skid, I think, with the car and the little swirly marks on it, like he's doing a burnout. That was also on, and I think there was another code. I think it said FSM failure, system failure, or something like that. So hopefully you guys can see it. And like I said, I haven't not edited this video yet, so we'll see what happens right here. Right now I'm just gonna turn the car on. Oh, keys, guys, hold on. All right, guys, got the keys right here. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, car is on. Not yet started yet. I'm hoping it cleared itself. No, it did not. So I'm gonna have to unplug the battery, I guess. As you guys can see right now, I am revving it and it's not sputtering out like how it was when I was going up the driveway. See how the engine's still coming on right there, if you guys can see it. It has the LDW, FCW. It's saying right here, FCW system failed. It is 10:30 and today is Wednesday the 29th, I believe.
Alright guys, so I got this off right here and this off right here. Flathead screw popped these out. Super quick.
Alright guys, it's back on. Let's see what happens now. Here, still trying to hold my son also. Alright, so it's cleared itself. I'm gonna let the car run for a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure out the stereo here. Hold on. Alright. Just, some stuff. Hopefully everything saved, etc. Looks like the car is running. RPMs aren't dropping down again. Everything looks fine to me, besides that tire pressure light, but I got a low tire. But simple as that, guys. If you're having this issue, or whatever's going on. You guys kind of seen that video of how I did it. A little bit fast. I was a little bit in the time crunch, but I did it. Like I said, I already done this once, so the second time I already knew what to do. Hopefully what I showed you guys how to do it, hopefully that helps you guys on how to do this yourself. Thanks for seeing back to Junk to Driven. If you guys like what you've seen, like it. If you guys have a comment, subscribe for another video. Thanks, bye. Alright, test driving, picking up my son. Do you see that eco that just popped up right there? See if I can get it again here. Right there. Going the same steady speed, ECO. That's that VSM that you guys are, or the VCM that's going on here. So right now it's probably running on whatever cylinders that it's, like whatever it does, but it's not running on all 6 right now. And that muzzler helps keep that off supposedly, and you just constantly run at 6. But then again, I haven't got it yet, and I still need to get it to see if it'll make a difference. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments, comment. If you guys like this video, like it. If you guys want to see a next one, subscribe. I know this wasn't junk, but it's becoming somewhat of junk. But, thanks for watching Junk to Driven. See you later, guys.